Imagine holding a phone that is faster, cooler, and actually cheaper than the model that came before it. It sounds impossible in today's economy, but the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is about to flip the script on everything we thought we knew about flagship smartphones. Usually, when a new phone leaks, we brace ourselves for the bad news. We expect the price to jump another $100. We expect the company to blame inflation. But today, a massive leak from one of the most reliable insiders in the tech world has changed the game entirely. If these reports are true, the Galaxy S26 Ultra isn't just a minor update. It is a radical shift in how Samsung builds its most powerful devices. But there is a massive catch that has the tech community completely divided. To give us a lower price and higher speed, Samsung is reportedly making a controversial design change that some people are already calling a downgrade. They are killing off the titanium. In the next few minutes, we are going to break down why Samsung is ditching its most premium material, the secret science behind why this might actually be a massive performance win, and the exact pricing that could make this the best-selling S-series phone in a decade. Let's start with the money because that is the news that has everyone talking. This leak comes from Roland Quant, a name that essentially means confirmed in the tech world. He reports that in Europe, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is going to be priced approximately €100 cheaper than the S25 Ultra for the 256GB and 512GB models. Let that sink in for a moment. In an era where everything is getting more expensive, Samsung is rolling back the Ultra tax. If we translate this to the US market, we are looking at a potential starting price of around $1,199. Last year, the Ultra started at $1,299. Samsung knows the market is saturated. They know they need a weapon to fight against the iPhone, and a cheaper entry point for their best phone is the ultimate move to win back customers. However, the news isn't quite as good for everyone. While the expensive phone is getting cheaper, the base model Galaxy S26 is reportedly ditching the 128GB option entirely. It will now start at 256GB. While more storage is great, it means you can no longer buy a cheap entry-level S26. You have to pay for that upgrade whether you want it or not. This creates a weird situation where the budget flagship gets more expensive, while the premium Ultra becomes a better deal. Now, we have to address the elephant in the room. How is Samsung cutting these costs on the Ultra? The answer lies in the frame. For the last couple of years, titanium has been the biggest buzzword in tech. Apple did it, so Samsung did it. It feels premium, it sounds expensive, and it helps sell phones. But rumors indicate that the Galaxy S26 Ultra is completely ditching titanium and going back to aluminum, specifically a new version called Armor Aluminum 2.0. On social media, people are already complaining. They are asking why they should pay $1,000 for a phone made of aluminum. But if you talk to hardware engineers, they will tell you this is actually a performance upgrade disguised as a cost cut. Here is the science. Titanium is incredibly strong, but it is a terrible conductor of heat. When your processor gets hot, a titanium frame acts like an insulator, trapping that heat inside the phone. Aluminum, on the other hand, acts like a giant heat sink. It pulls heat away from the internal components and dumps it into the air. Why does this matter so much right now? Because of the engine inside this beast. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. This chip is an absolute monster built on a 2nm architecture. The early benchmarks are leaking, and they aren't just beating other phones, they are humiliating high-end laptops. But a chip this fast generates a massive amount of heat. If Samsung stuck with titanium, the S26 Ultra would thermal throttle. It would slow down after just 10 minutes of gaming to keep from melting. By switching back to aluminum, Samsung allows the Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 to run at full speed for much longer. You are losing a fancy metal name, but you are gaining raw, sustained performance. Would you rather have a phone that sounds expensive or a phone that actually runs like a beast? The upgrades don't stop at the frame. The display is bringing a feature that sounds like it belongs in a spy movie. It is called the privacy display, powered by Flex Magic Pixel technology. Essentially, the phone can narrow its viewing angles on command. If you are on a crowded subway or a plane, you can toggle a switch, or let the AI do it automatically, and the screen becomes invisible to the person sitting next to you. No more buying those cheap, dark plastic screen protectors that ruin your display quality and make your phone look dim. This is built directly into the hardware. Combined with the new M14 OLED materials, this screen isn't just private, it's incredibly efficient. It delivers 10-bit color and maintains high brightness while sucking less battery life. Speaking of the battery, the switch back to aluminum has another hidden benefit: weight. Aluminum is lighter than titanium. This weight saving might have allowed Samsung to pack in a slightly denser battery or a much larger vapor cooling chamber without turning the phone into a heavy brick. Even the camera, which looks the same on a spec sheet, has a massive secret. While it stays at 200 megapixels, the main lens is reportedly moving to an f/1.4 aperture. In photography, that is a massive bucket for catching light. This means you get natural background blur, real bokeh, not that fake software-generated stuff. It means your low-light videos won't look like a grainy mess. Samsung isn't just chasing bigger numbers, they are changing the physics of the lens to give you better photos. And finally, we have to talk about charging. For years, Samsung fans have watched Chinese competitors release phones with 100-watt or 120-watt charging while Samsung stayed stuck at 45 watts. The S26 Ultra is finally rumored to bump this up to 60 watts. It's not the fastest in the world, but it is a significant step forward. It's fast enough to get a meaningful charge while you're getting ready in the morning, and that is what matters for most users. In my opinion, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is the most honest phone Samsung has made in years. They are sacrificing the vanity of titanium to give us the reality of better performance and a lower price. They are choosing function over fashion. Most of us put a case on our phones the second we take them out of the box anyway, so why pay extra for a titanium frame that traps heat? By focusing on the Snapdragon 8 Gen 5's power, a smarter privacy screen, and a better lens, Samsung is building a phone for people who actually use their devices, not just for people who read spec sheets. It's a bold move, but it's the right one. The S26 Ultra is expected to launch in late February in several new colors, including black shadow, white shadow, galactual blue, cobalt violet, and pink gold. So, what do you think? Is the return to aluminum a deal breaker for you, or do you care more about the phone staying cool during gaming? And does that $100 price drop make you more likely to pick one up? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked this deep dive into the latest leaks, make sure to subscribe, share the video with your tech-obsessed friends, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss the official review when this phone finally drops. Stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.